Tonight, NBC News can report the Pentagon has prepared a specific strike plan for a preemptive attack on North Korea should the president order one. Key to that plan, two senior military officials and two senior retired officers tell us the battle-tested B-1 bomber, seen here in a military video, training for such a mission. The B-1, recently updated, has been a workhorse in Afghanistan and Iraq. Since the end of May, the B-1s have accelerated their training, conducting 11 practice runs, including one on Monday. 6 B-1s are positioned in Guam. They are not nuclear capable. Here's what they're training for. Pairs of B-1s, supported overhead by satellites and drones, surrounded by fighter jets, as well as refueling and electronic warfare planes, have flown round trips, refueling multiple times, to practice what a real operation against North Korean missile sites might look like. The highly sophisticated strike package is designed to be largely invisible to facilitate a sneak attack. The targets, multiple sources say, approximately 24 North Korean missile launch sites and support facilities, which intelligence officials tell NBC News they feel confident they have accurately identified. The B-1s can carry a mix of weapons, as many as 168 bombs, or more likely, the new JASSM-ER, a highly accurate missile that can be fired hundreds of miles outside North Korean airspace.
Of all the military options you could consider, this would be one of the 2 or 3 that would be at least have a possibility of not escalating the situation. A single long-range strike against the nuclear program, a cyber offensive would be the second. Those are the only 2 military options that ought to be in serious consideration.
Nonetheless, Admiral Stavridis, who is the supreme allied commander of NATO, says he would counsel the president against the use of the U.S. military at this point.
Kim Jong-un would be compelled to respond. He would lash out militarily at a minimum against South Korea and potentially at longer-range targets, perhaps including Guam. That's a bad set of outcomes from where we sit today.
And Cynthia, as you know, last spring we took this broadcast to South Korea, and what we saw were U.S. and South Korean troops and forces working hand in hand. Could the U.S. do this alone? Would it do this alone?
Well, could, yes. Would is a different question. Less of the South Koreans have been full partners in these practice runs. But while the U.S. would be obliged to give the South Koreans approval for many kinds of missions, in this particular case, since the planes would launch from Guam and the missiles could be fired from outside Korean airspace, the U.S. could act unilaterally. Whether they would is a different matter.
All right, Cynthia McFadden, thank you. Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.